In fourth, no one's in trouble. You see the button and the two blinds, and Peter Davidson will be the first to speak.
Peter, first to speak. Fold.
Morton.
Morten.
Fold.
Fold.
Nam, 8 and 9.
Raise.
Going to bring it in with a raise, just ahead of the button.
Yeah, nice play from Nam. He's realised now that
Total
limping's
bet
no good in this
600, raise
company.
4. Stephen.
Stefan, Queen Deuce.
Fold.
Folds it. Oop,
Thomas.
But Thomas, Queen Jack.
Fold.
Folds. And Stefan, Ace and 8. Suited.
400 to call.
400 to call, and he does. So it'll be the 8-9 suited against the
Two
Ace-8
players.
suited. Ace,
first to speak.
2-5. So the pair of aces. Stefan checks.
Nam.
Now I'm taking a good look at Stefan.
Check.
And checks back. He's not falling for it. He's hit a pair of 9s.
Well, Stefan might get paid in this situation. We'll see.
Stefan checks again.
Checks it again.
Bet 800.
Nam bets 800.
Nam's fallen into the trap that Stefan set him.
Steph. Call.
Stefan flat calls.
left.
Wearing that black shirt. He loves Patrick Larson's black shirts. And he always wears a black shirt. What are you wearing today, Pete?
Well, you know what I'm wearing, Mike.
A black shirt. So the 5 makes a pair of 5s on the board.
Yeah, Stefan doesn't look overly confident with his hand, does he?
He's going to bet it.
400.
400. No, not a big
No?
bet. But enough probably to get Nam to call him.
He would have been better off just checking it open. Nam bets betting 400. It's, you know, it's an Ina there. But, well, he's opened up the door now. Nam's decided he's missed the draw, perhaps the spades, and he's
Total
going to
bet.
put some pressure on him.
3,500.
Well, now
Race 3-1.
Stefan looking like
Yeah, you saw the look of pain on Stefan's face, but he's probably going to call him at the end of all this. I'm surprised Stefan played it this way, though. Left the door open, put himself to a big decision.
well, you know, if he had been confident, it would have been a heck of a play.
Yeah, of course, obviously. You might be thinking about throwing away now. He is the least experienced player at the table, so we'll see.
Is the size of the bet going to intimidate him?
We can see it's a big mistake if he does throw the hand away, but we'll leave it with Stefan.
Shoot to peak. Steph.
This is your semi-final, Stefan. This is your ticket to the final. Make the right decision. He
Call.
calls. He does.
Should I?
Now I'll think he's won, but he, you know, I mean, after all this deliberation,
gonna
he
be
won't expect to
surprised.
see the ace. I bet he won't be expected to see the ace. Probably
ones?
can't believe he's seen the ace. He's thinking, well, wow, how did he do that one?
And Stefan's going to be relieved.
Yeah, Stefan a bit bemused, I think.
And I think he's working it through in his mind. And that puts Stefan into third place on the chip table. Stefan is the leader. Stefan is in third. Morton just ahead of him in second. And Nam drops down to fifth.
Stephen, small round.
Morton Black, the cold man, is going to be the first to
Morten,
speak.
first to speak.
Yeah, Iceman, we christened him.
No, it was Cold Man.
Iceman.
It was Cold Man.
Stephen.
Go back and look at your notes.
I'm going to check my notes now.
Thomas. Stephen. Call. Peter. Race 700. Total 9. Fold.
Having checked the notes, it's
Cold Man.
Morton Iceman Black. On with the poker. On with the poker, it's all over.
That was his name on the internet. Cold Man.
Mr. Cool was Torben Lagergaard.
Meanwhile, Peter Davidson is taking the pot.
Yeah, it's only a small pot. We don't need to bother with that. He's a pro player anyhow. We don't give him any airtime. Simple as that.
Så er det 6-4. Ja, lige præcis.
This is our 10th hand. The blinds are still at the first level. You can see the button and the blinds. And Nam Fu Pham is the first to speak.
Nam, first to speak.
Fold.
Fold. Stephen.
The Norwegian is out, and now the 5 Danes have their say.
Thomas.
Stefan Proust, the chip leader, is gone. Thomas Bremer Jensen. Stefan
Steffen.
Christensen's out.
Fold.
Peter
Peter.
Davidson in the small blind with an ace-jack.
Race.
Raise. Total bet 600. Raise 4.
Raises it up to 600.
Morten.
400 for Morton
400
to
to
call
call.
with the ace-8.
Morton Iceman
Nice
Black
spin.
calls.
Thank you. 2 players.
What a mule he is, Pete Singleton. And there's an ace. That could be big trouble for Morton.
Peter, first to speak.
Peter,
Yes, the Iceman could be in severe trouble here.
Bet.
Bet 700. Morten.
Morton Black, who plays online as Cold Man.
But we've nicknamed him the Iceman. He's raising it.
2000.
He's going to
Total bet.
raise it up.
He might get a frosty reception from Peter Davidson.
Call.
Call.
Peter calls. Gives Morton a look.
Yeah, Morton might be able to get 2 cards for that raise, though. We'll see what happens. Peter might check to him and he can take
Now
another
Peter's
card.
now got the straight draw.
Check.
Yeah.
Morten.
He
Morton.
checks.
Bet
Morton
2000.
bets. 2,000. Peter calls.
Call.
Not shaking Peter Davidson off. Well, won't shake him off now.
2 pair aces and jacks for
Peter,
Peter.
you to speak.
Although he was winning without the jack.
Er der tjekke?
He checks.
Check.
Check.
Morton will check
Check.
it down as well.
Ace Jack.
Yeah.
I think Peter thought that Morton might be sitting on a 10 there.
Might have been, yeah. But Morton misread the situation there when he's raised and then carried on betting. There was, you know, Peter was on a draw.
Yeah, you have to wait until
Very little
say your name.
draws on that flop.
Sorry.
Står der alting, vi skal, hva'?
And what that has done is moved Peter up to 19,400 in second place behind Stefan and dropped Morton down to fourth place behind Stefan. We have a Stefan and a Stefan in this match. Nam and Thomas bringing up the rear, but no one is short stacked at this point. You see the button in front of Peter, the blinds from Morton and Nam, and Stefan, the chip leader, is first to speak. Ace and deuce.
Stephen, first to speak. Fold. Fold. Thomas. Bet 500.
Thomas
Stefan?
putting in the bet with the 7 and 8.
Fold.
Gets Stefan to fold the
Peter.
queen 9. Peter
Fold.
folds the 3-9. Morton,
Morten 400 to call. Fold.
king
Fold.
6. And Nam in the big blind. 300 for him to call.
Må ikke jage sådan.
Nam.
Det er mit trofæ.
Let's have another look, but there's not a lot to look at now.
Call.
Decides
Call.
to call. Thinks,
Two
he
players.
thinks correctly that Thomas is on the steal.
Yeah. But, I'm not sure about calling with those cards, but we'll see. He's giving away the position on the strength against Thomas.
Well, instead, Thomas
Nam,
picks up a
first
pair of
speak.
8s and a straight draw.
800.
Thomas. 800. Nam. 800 to call.
Fold.
And Nam folds. Nice play by Thomas. Mini-Me will be first to speak. Thomas
first to
Jensen.
speak. Fold. Fold. Stefan.
Stefan's gone. Peter Davidson,
Peter.
suited queen. Just ahead of the button.
Yeah, looks like he's making a play.
Raise. Total bet 600. Raise 4.
Raises
Morten.
it up to 600. Morton folds. Nam.
Now 500 to call.
He's
Fold.
out. And Stefan.
Stefan. Fold.
So 2 straight hands. We've seen 2 straight plays. First Thomas, then Peter. The two professional players.
Yeah, both the professional players recognizing, you know, that it's time to start asking a few questions and getting a few answers. See who wants to play.
And Peter Davidson is second, as we said, behind Stefan. Stefan is third. Morton Black, Thomas Jensen, and Nam Fu Pham in that order.
Yeah, if I was betting on this, I wouldn't have bet on Nam Fu Pham being at the bottom of the chip table at this point in time, but seems to have lost some of his aggression and called off a few of his chips, doesn't he?
Stefan Christensen from Trom in Denmark,
Stefan, you to speak.
an accountant. Peter Davidson with the ace-9. Now, Peter Davidson and Thomas Bremer know each other well, don't they?
Total bet
Yeah, they
500.
both play out the similar stable, let's say.
Morten. Fold. Fold.
Morton's gone. They're the same age as well. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Played.
You're
No,
full of
you speak.
information that's of use to me at no point in time.
Stefan
Stefan.
is gone. Look at that.
300 to
Lars is standing right behind him, and it's like father and son. You know, it's like a cloning experiment.
A clowning experiment. I don't know about a cloning experiment. More like a clown experiment.
And Peter Davidson brings in the chips. There he is, Lars Foss's mini-me.
Det er simpelthen, du tror, jeg spiller hver gang. Så bare hold dig til det nu. Så skal du bare til løgn.
Nu ved du i hvert fald, at jeg kommer på en måde, der hvis jeg har bedre.
Ja, lige præcis. Ja, det er rart at vide.
14th hand, Peter Davidson, who just took the last pot, is first
Peter,
to speak.
first to speak.
He's a very close second place behind Stefan Proust. Morton Black folds. Nam,
No.
just ahead of the button with a king-5, is gone. On the button, Stefan Proust, the chip leader, has pocket 4s and is going to bring them in with a raise.
Yeah, playing a good aggressive game against Stefan Proust.
600 total. Raise 4. Thomas.
Thomas is probably thinking to himself, how did I draw this seat every time I'm in any sort of
Stefan.
shape to play? Yeah, it's already been raised from this guy to my right.
And the raise knocks out the 2 blinds, and the 2 blinds will go over to Stefan Proust.
There is the Goth, the young Goth, and there's Peter Davidson, the pro, Morton Black, and in the background, the cool stare of Lars Fars.
Hand 15, blind still at the first level here at the Bet24 Nordic Poker King. Mike Carlson with the Poker Professor. Pete Singleton, the Cold Man. Morton Black.
Yep, the Iceman falls.
Nam.
Fold.
Fold.
Nam's gone.
Stefan.
Fold.
The chip leader's out.
Thomas.
600.
Thomas on the button
Bet
with
600.
a deuce 3 suited. Bet 600.
500 to call.
500 for Stefan to call with the 10 jack.
Trying a little play now, Thomas.
Gets rid of Stefan. Can he get rid of his fellow pro Peter Davidson
Peter.
with a king 5?
Fold.
And he looks over at Thomas and says, oh, well, I know what you're doing, but I'm going to fold him anyway.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he
chips,
knew,
Peter.
but decided not to take Thomas on.
Thomas is almost blushing.
Yeah, he's like the little hobbit, isn't he? He's like a hobbit.
No, he's not.
He is.
He's not like a hobbit at all.
Blinds
Hobbits
up,
have
200,
fur and
400.
hair. They have pointy ears. They have big feet. He's got none of that. He doesn't look like a hobbit at all.
Looks like Bilbo Baggins to me.
He looks like Lars Foss mated with a large rock, and that's what they produced.
I thought you were going to say a water buffalo, and
No,
that's
no.
what they produced.
No, half Lars Foss, half rock.